Students, in this session, I will explain question number 6 of exercise 6.4 and question number 7. Now, let's see what is there in question number 6. Find the area of length of a square whose area is 441 meter square. That is, area is already given. You have to find the length of a square. That means you have to find the length of a side. So let's draw one square. So this is a square. So square is a figure whose all sides are equal. We know this, isn't it? Now, area is given. Area is given what? 441 meter square. Now we are not aware of the sides, isn't it? So if you are not aware of the sides, then we have to let the side as x meter. So the wonderful thing about square is that if you know the measurement of one side, then all the sides are equal, isn't it? So this side is also x meter, this side would be also x meter, and this side will be also x meter, isn't it? Now, what is the area of square we have learned, students? Now we have to write this first before we get on with the second line. Let the measure of each side of a square be x meter, isn't it? Now, what we know about the area of square? So, area of square is what? What is the formula? Area of square is side square, isn't it? Fine. Now, what is side? What we have let side as? Yes, it is x square. Because side we have taken as x, so it will be x square. Now, since the value of area is given 441, this is also area of a square, and this is also area of a square. So both are same, isn't it? Both are same. So what we do is we'll compare the two values. It is x square and 441. Okay. Now our objective is to get the value of x, but this x is carrying square as a power, isn't it? So we have to remove this. So what is the rule? So when we are removing this, so on the right hand side there would be a square root sign over 441, isn't it? Now how to do it? We have to get the value of 441. So let's do it. We have to do the prime factorization. So now this number is not divisible by 2 as its unit digit is not even number. So let us see that whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. For that we have to add all the digits. 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is divisible by 3, so this number will also be divisible by 3. So let's divide it. 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 7s are 21. Now again I have to see that this number is divisible by 3 or not. Again add all the digits, students. That is 1 plus 4, 5, 5 plus 7, 12. 12 is divisible by 3, so this number will also be divisible by 3. So 3 4s are 12, 3 9s are 27. Now this is 7 7s are 49. We know the table. 7 1s are 7. So we'll write it. 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. So we'll pair it up. So for each pair one digit will come out. So answer is what? So x equals to 21 meter. So you will write hence the length of side of a square of square is 21 meter. Understood? So this is the solution of sum number 6. Let's move on to sum number 7. This is question number 7. So in question number 7, sum number 1, they have said in right angle triangle ABC, where angle B is 90 degree, AB is given 6 centimeter and BC is given 8 centimeter, you have to get the length of AC. Now for this type of sum, we use a theorem called as Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this is a theorem that we'll use. But students, I need to give you one more important information regarding Pythagoras. So Pythagoras theorem is not actually given by Pythagoras, but it is an Indian mathematician who suggested this theorem earlier to Pythagoras, and his name was, you should know the Indian mathematician name. His name was Bodhayan. So actually Pythagoras theorem is a Bodhayan theorem. Okay, around 800 BC, Bodhayan suggested this theorem, but in a different way. When you go to the higher classes, the teachers will explain you how exactly Bodhayan explained this Pythagoras theorem. What is the relation between the Pythagoras theorem and Bodhayan theorem? But actually, Pythagoras theorem was invented by Bodhayan, Indian mathematician students. Okay, but for now, we'll understand what is the Pythagoras theorem. So let's take one right angle triangle. Okay, now suppose this is a 90 degree. So in right angle triangle, we have some names. The largest side is this one. The largest side is called hypotenuse. Hypotenuse, students. Okay, now there is more two term, that is perpendicular and base. Okay, so this is interchangeable, that is, it changes with what? Changes with theta. Suppose this is an angle. Now always see, opposite to 90 degree, the side which is opposite to 90 degree will be always hypotenuse, and side opposite to theta is always perpendicular. So if this is perpendicular and if this is hypotenuse, then obviously this will be base. I repeat, the side opposite to 90 degree is hypotenuse, side opposite to theta is perpendicular, okay, and the side carrying a theta is called a base. Now suppose if I again draw a figure, this is 90 degree. Okay, so hypotenuse never changes, it is fixed term, because opposite to 90 degree is the largest side of a right angle triangle. So the opposite to 90 degree is a hypotenuse. But suppose if last time I gave theta here, but now I am giving theta here. So what we have learned is, the side opposite to theta is what? Perpendicular, isn't it? So this time this will be P, and this side is carrying a theta, so this will become P. Okay, for now it is just for the higher classes I have given the information, but for now we'll take this as a base and this as a perpendicular, because we will not talk about theta right this moment. But this is the logic, students. Okay, opposite to 90 degree it is always hypotenuse, and opposite to, if you are giving an angle out here, if you are taking this angle as consideration, then opposite to this theta is perpendicular and this will be base, and if you are taking this as an angle, then opposite to this theta is perpendicular and this will be base. Okay, so this is the extra information that I have given, but for your class we'll just maintain a stagnancy. We'll not move this P and B, we'll keep it as constant, that is, we'll keep this as B and we'll keep this as P, as because we'll not talk about theta right this moment. Okay, so let's start. Now as you see in the figure, this is 90 degree, so opposite to 90 degree is what? This is H. We'll always consider this as B for your class, as because we are not considering any theta, and this will be considered as P. Okay, now according to the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equals to P square plus B square. So this is the formula, students. Okay, so Bodhayan has proved how this formula has been generated. So he is the person who has first shown this criteria. Okay, so later on in some other classes I will explain you how exactly this Pythagoras theorem was invented by Bodhayan. Okay, now what we have to find out? Hypotenuse, isn't it? Now what is given? Base is given and P is given, so we'll use it. So H square equals to, we'll put P, what is the value of P? 6, that means 6 square, and what is the value of B? 8 square. So we'll do it, 36 plus 64, isn't it? Now a square equals to 100. Now as because we have to get the value of h, so we have to remove this h. For this 100 will carry a square root over it. So we know that h, what is the square root of 100? 2 into 2 into 5 into 5, isn't it? Now we'll carry this. So h is equals to 2 into 5. So hypotenuse is 10 centimeter. Okay. So this is the first solution of first one. Let's move on to the second solution. Now this is the second solution. Here you see that hypotenuse is given, base is given, and you have to find the perpendicular. So you write using Pythagoras theorem. Okay. So what is the formula? H square equals to p square plus b square. So h is given what? 13. So you will write 13 square. P is not given. So you will write p square. B is given 5 square. So what is the solution of 13 square? 13 square is 169. P square, this would be 25. You will transpose this 25 towards left hand side. So 169 minus 25 equals to p square. It would be 144 equals to p square. So we can write this form in this way also. Now p is carrying square, so 144. So we will do the prime factorization of 144. So this is the prime factorization, students. I already did it. Okay. Now for each pair, you will take out 1 digits. So answer is what? 12 centimeter. Okay. Now for homework, I am giving you 2 more sums related to Pythagoras theorem. Okay. 3 sums I am giving for homework. Okay. Now these are the 3 sums that you have to do, students. In the first one, all the triangles are right angle triangle, that is ABC, ABC, ABC. See, I have maintained the same sequence, only the values I have changed. So in the first sum, hypotenuse and base is given, you have to get the value of perpendicular. In the second sums, I have given the value of perpendicular and base, you have to get the value of hypotenuse. And third sum, I have given the value of hypotenuse and perpendicular, you have to get the value of base. So these are the 3 homeworks. Okay, thank you and take care.